Joining us now in the studio is the founder of Exquisite Nigeria, as well as a digital marketer. He's also from the University of Lagos, the Department of Biochemistry. Ridwan Ganiyu, it's nice to have you join us
Thank
this
you very much.
morning.
Thank you for having me.
Right.
So
now, when it comes to the issue of promoting the Nigerian culture and what we stand for and symbols and all of those things, a lot of people say we have them in diverse variety, but the challenge is how to package and market.
Firstly, about that, I think the attention has been shifted away from who we are as a person, and I think the right platforms haven't been established to be able to showcase that. I mean, the attention has shifted in the sense that there are a lot of things people look out there to do other than preserve or conserve their Nigerian heritage. So I think the few people, we just need some people to stand up and look like, okay, this is who we are, and we need to remind ourselves for it. So I mean, the platforms are what we need exactly to keep people in their consciousness of who we are.
And that is why we have platforms like yours,
Exquisite Nigeria.
Yeah. So what inspired that? Did you see that there was a gap that needed to be bridged, or what inspired it basically?
Yeah, definitely. There's this gap. Firstly, I'm a person that I'm a lover of my country. I've always said it that, nice. I'm not one of those that would just like to go and live in another man's place. One thing is I've come to realize that there are a lot of things actually that we do not know about our country. During the course of displaying content for Exquisite Nigeria, you post some things and people come in the comment section like, okay, like, wow, we've actually never known about this before. So, those kind of impressions, like, that people really don't know a lot. And when they actually do know, they're actually overwhelmed, and they would like, they see more reasons to sit back in their country and learn about their country and be proud of it.
If we have to get into naming, counting some of those things about Nigeria that we can sell that you have been promoting, what would they be if you have to pinpoint and call names of places and things that we can all market?
Yeah, I mean, you talk about the falls, you talk about Ikogosi Spring, you talk about Olumo Rock, you also talk about Edori Hills in Ondo State. You talk about the Yankari Reserve in Bauchi State. I mean, you talk about the people themselves. A lot of people have put Nigeria on the map. So, I mean, talk about Funmilayo Ramson Kuti, talk about Amina Mohammed, who is the Deputy Secretary General of the UN. So, a lot of those contents, like even the art, I mean, you talk about Lulu, who has a worldwide brand, Lulu NYC, who has a worldwide brand, displaying Nigerian art. You talk about Hanifa Adam as well, who creates art from just food sketching and all of that. So, yeah, those kind of content.
So, in all of this, which has been the most interesting discovery for you? Because you go to source for these things, and how do you even source for them in the first place?
Yeah, basically, they are actually user-generated content. So, there are things that people did themselves. Some people have seen. So, it just needs to get to a larger audience. So a lot of things are actually interesting about this, because when you research about these things, you get to actually know more, and you're wowed, like you're really wowed. And so the most interesting thing has been the places. Mostly everything is interesting, to be honest. The people too have actually been very interesting to know. They've been awesome to know, because when you look at Mrs. Adenike Davis, who is the owner of Nike Art Gallery, if you read about her background, I mean, as a person, you're proud. You're proud to be one. And when you look at what she has done with the Nike Art Gallery, I mean, there's way more to go about that.
All right, Ganiyu Ridwan, thank you so much for coming on the program.
It's a pleasure. It's a great pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
Right. Let's remind you that we are streaming live on YouTube, but you can also connect with us on Twitter using the hashtag TVC Breakfast.
Still ahead on the show, University of Lagos suspends lecturer indicted in a sex for marks scandal.
And Rwanda arrests U.S. pastor for having what government calls illegal meeting.